Hi, Year 9. Mr. McGrath signing in to give you a brief overview of what the Geography GCSE is all about. Okay, so that when you make your options choices, you can make an informed choice, so you know what the course is all about. I'm just going to share with you this particular slide, which just talks you through what's on the uh, syllabus. So you can get different exam boards at GCSE. We study AQA exam board. So if you wanted to look that up and find out a bit more about what the GCSE entails, that's what you should look for, GCSE AQA. Okay. This is an outline of the course itself. So there's 3 exams at the end of year 11. Paper 1 is living with the physical environment. Paper 2 is challenges in the human environment. And paper 3 is geographical applications. Okay, so 2 1.5 hour exams and 1 hour 15-minute exam at the end of year 11. So quite demanding, quite academic, quite challenging, but worthwhile. Paper 1, living with the physical environment, is all about natural hazards, earthquakes, volcanoes, tropical storms, climate change. Then there's a unit on the living world, ecosystems, rainforests and deserts. And then the physical landscapes in the UK is all about coasts and rivers. Okay. And in each of those, we look at examples and case studies. So named examples of places around the world that we can look at in detail. Okay. You have had a foundation with this at Key Stage 3. So, for example, in Year 9, you've studied tectonics. And so we look at tectonics again in Year 11 and we see what you've remembered. And then we develop that knowledge and make sure that you've got as good an understanding as possible so that you're ready to answer questions at GCSE. Okay, so some of these things you will be familiar with because you've got that kind of core knowledge already. And then, of course, the idea is we extend it and we develop it further at GCSE. The second paper, Challenges in the Human Environment, is all about urban issues and challenges. So urban areas, towns and cities. So we look at why cities are growing so fast in parts of the world, like in low-income countries and newly emerging economies. We look at how cities are changing in the UK with a focus on London. We look at how cities are becoming more sustainable. And then we go on to look at the changing economic world. So we look at how in some parts of the world there is really rapid economic growth in countries like India and China. And we look at how the UK economy has changed as well, because we were one of the first countries to industrialise, and now we're a post-industrial economy. So what does that actually mean, and how have things changed in terms of the UK economy? And then we look at resource management, and we focus on food, water and energy. And of those 3, the one that we look at in more detail is water. Okay. The third paper is Geographical Applications, and that's broken down into those 3 categories there. So for issue evaluation, about 12 weeks before the exam in Year 11, we have a pre-release document that we have to study, and it's on some kind of topical geographical issue. Okay, and we read the booklet and we prepare and we learn as much as we can about that particular topic and prepare you for that in the exam. And then they'll ask you questions about a particular issue. And then there'll be questions about fieldwork. So we have to collect data and we have to do some physical fieldwork on a physical topic. And we have to do the same thing on a human inquiry. And then they will ask questions about that fieldwork in the exam. Okay. And then as well in the paper, there will be questions relating to map skills. So it might be Ordnance Survey maps, it might be interpreting graphs, it might be working out averages, okay, how you can handle data. That's all part of the Geographical Applications part of the unit, okay. This last slide is just to show you that, every year there's a sizable proportion of students who go on to study geography at A level. And obviously, that's one of the things we want to do. Just because you leave us in Year 11 doesn't mean that we want your geography journey to end. So we want as many of you as possible to go and study geography at A level. And then Out of that, a number of people go on to study geography at university, but some go on to do a sciences degree. Sometimes some people go on to do a degree in arts and humanities and other social sciences, because that's one of the strengths of geography is there's part of geography that links really well with the sciences, with biology and chemistry and so on. But there's another part of geography that links really well with history and economics. So it's a good subject in that sense because it links the two together. Okay, so if you wanted to know more about the geography GCSE, you could contact myself or Mrs. Nugent, because we're the two people who teach geography at GCSE. What else to say? Really, just make a positive choice, because at the end of the day, it's 2 years of hard work, it's 2 years of homework, it's exams at the end of it. So the chances are you're more likely to work harder and do better in a subject that you're interested in, that you enjoy. Okay, and if you enjoy geography, then I'm sure you'll do really well at GCSE. Okay, so thanks for listening, and like I say, any questions, get in touch. Okay, thank you.